Young Sheldon Behind the Scenes Secrets. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Flixorama. Young Sheldon is a prequel to the famous sitcom The Big Bang Theory. It goes back in time to explore the life of a 9-year-old Parsons character, Sheldon Cooper, that is played by Ian Armitage. Without further ado, let's get started on some fascinating secrets and behind-the-scenes moments even die-hard fans don't know about. Today we're going to be talking about Young Sheldon and 12 behind-the-scenes secrets. Make sure you stay until number 1 as you don't want to miss the best one. Number 12, Jim Parsons' critical role. Jim Parsons, Sheldon in Big Bang Theory, played a critical role in both series. When he decided to leave the Big Bang Theory show, the creators just couldn't imagine doing the show without him. The fact that he wanted to walk away from the show, however, didn't mean he was ready to abandon his character altogether. As such, he came up with the idea to come back through Sheldon Cooper's backstory as its own series. He serves as both an executive producer and as the show's narrator, which helps to link the series. Additionally, he chose Ian Armitage to play the younger version of his character. Parsons, together with the showrunners Chuck Lorre and Stephen Milaro, were simply blown away by Armitage's audition tape. It's true there was a naturalness with it, and a spirit with it, and an understanding of what you were saying, Parsons opines. Number 11, Armitage isn't a fan of The Big Bang Theory. Surprisingly, the young star hasn't even seen the flagship series. As he explains, the show is aimed at a different audience. Moreover, he doesn't watch much TV anyway. Armitage became an internet success at the age of 3 when his mother, a theater producer, began posting videos of his enthusiastic reviews of Broadway shows on YouTube. However, after being cast as young Sheldon, he started working closely with Parsons, who helped him figure out the character. Parsons also showed him a few clips of The Big Bang Theory and gave insight into some of the oddities of the titular character. Number 10, spectacular audition. So how exactly did the young star manage to immediately win their hearts? Ian Armitage's audition was astoundingly good, as the audition material for the role of young Sheldon was deliberately difficult. It was a 3-page monologue that even included a William Shatner impression, and the 9-year-old Armitage nailed it easily. The young actor revealed that his agent reached out to him when he was visiting his grandma during Christmas break. It took him a few days to memorize his lines and record the audition on an iPhone. And once the young audition producers saw Ian's recordings, they saw how perfect he was for the role. Stephen Milaro enthused. He was the first kid who really made them laugh. We looked at it and went, "You can't possibly be this lucky," adds Chuck Lorre. He was just spectacular. The TV bosses immediately called Ian to California for a screen test, and he got the part. Number 9, prudent spender. At the age of 12, Ian Armitage is reportedly a millionaire, taking home almost $50,000 per episode. However, he hasn't made any extravagant purchases. The young actor claims that he doesn't want to even have his own wallet yet. "I try to stay away from things like splurging. I don't want that, no," he shared. "Probably the biggest thing I've bought is a $3 bottle of water." Number 8, Sheldon's dad, the bully. If you've ever wondered where you've seen Sheldon's dad before, stop guessing. Lance Barber actually made an appearance in The Big Bang Theory way back in season 5. He played none other than Leonard's high school bully, Jimmy Speckerman. Although it doesn't fall in line with the original show, Barber has proved many times since then that he's great for the role on young Sheldon. Number 7, did Sheldon's mom get younger? Zoe Perry, who plays young Sheldon's mom, is actually the daughter of Laurie Metcalf, who played the older version of Mary in The Big Bang Theory. This doesn't mean that Zoe didn't have to audition for the role, although it's true genetics were definitely helpful. Perry revealed that she rewatched all the episodes her mother was in to make sure she had the voice and mannerisms on point. Number 6, eidetic memory. Young Sheldon doesn't lean on Big Bang Theory in every detail. Over the 12 seasons of The Big Bang Theory, fans had quite the insight into Sheldon Cooper's childhood, so keeping up with every detail on the prequel show is a tough task. For example, on The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon is unfamiliar with books like How to Win Friends and Influence People. However, in an episode of Young Sheldon, he is shown reading it. Known for having an eidetic memory, it's highly unlikely that he forgot all about it. Number 5, the single camera format adds some difficulties during the pandemic. The Big Bang Theory was a multi-camera production, while young Sheldon intentionally ditched that format. The showrunners explained that the show is performed in front of a live studio audience. The actors hold for laughs and it changes the rhythm of a scene. On the other hand, however, this single camera format is more intimate, which allows the young actors to work in a closed setting to develop their characters. However, now during the pandemic, this format affects the show's production schedule. With a single camera, you have to turn the cameras and the lights, and it takes longer now as all crew members can't be doing it at the same time due to social distancing rules. So everything's going to take a little slower for the sake of safety. Number 4, Sheldon has a son. Due to the new restriction, young Sheldon's 3rd season was 1 episode shorter than planned. Surprisingly, this worked out better, as the 4th season kicked off with a surprising reveal: the name of Sheldon and Amy's son. Mayim Bialik's cameo wasn't planned. As you probably remember in the final moments of the season premiere, the adult Sheldon comments on his high school graduation party, and he says that it was the best graduation party he had been to until the one for his son Leonard Cooper. He also revealed that he wanted to name the boy Leonard Nimoy Cooper, but Amy wouldn't let him, and here came the most exciting cameo as Bialik chimed in as Sheldon's better half and said, "Be happy I let you name him Leonard." Amazingly, the series co-creator Stephen Malaro revealed that this unexpected Big Bang Theory reunion hadn't originally been in the works, but going through the script again during the pandemic, Malaro decided to add in this joke about Sheldon's son's middle name, and he thought it would be nice to hear Amy's reaction to this, so he gave Mayim a call and she was happy to do it. By the way, the show's creator insists that Sheldon named his son after his good friend Leonard Hofstadter, while Nimoy seemed like a bonus. Number 3, Cuoco's Easter egg. Hilariously, Kaylee Cuoco voiced the pool water in season 3 in the 10th episode. In it, young Sheldon is plagued by nightmares about his upcoming swimming test. He found himself taunted by the bacteria-infested pool, which sounded an awful lot like Penny. Look, I may be just pool water, but I still have feelings, and although this cameo was uncredited, Stephen Malaro confirmed that it was Cuoco's voice. "I needed someone to do the voice," he explains. "I knew I wanted to be female and kinda sexy, and I said, well, duh, Kaylee is perfect for this." Surprisingly, the actress wanted to keep her involvement under wraps so that it would be a little Easter egg for the viewers. Number 2, work-school balance. Ian Armitage is down to earth despite his fame. Growing up in the public eye is tough enough, as not many people understand that child actors actually have 2 jobs. Just think about it. They're doing the job of an actor, but they're also going to school. Several laws protect children performers from exploitation. For instance, children are only allowed to work 9.5 hours a day, including a lunch break, and require 3 hours of schoolwork. That means Armitage will shoot some scenes for the shows, break for 20 minutes of school, and repeat the process until those breaks add up to 3 hours. Fortunately, there's nothing to worry about concerning the child stars on Young Sheldon. These children have wonderful parents who are keeping their feet on the ground, that's for sure, says Lance Barber, adding, "They are genuinely sweet kids." Number 1, the origin of the Big Bang Theory's catchphrase, Bazinga. Sheldon used the word bazinga throughout many seasons of the Big Bang Theory, but he never really explained where the word came from. Behind the scenes, Bazinga's origins are traced back to Stephen Engel, the show's consulting producer and writer on his first 2 seasons. Apparently, Engel used the word as his form of "I got you" Bazinga in relation to his practical jokes. The tagline got so popular among the writers that they found a way to use it in the series. If I'm correct, it was inserted right before taping. Basically, it was like that would work in here. What if he said Bazinga after that? Jim Parsons said. Finally, the origin story for the catchphrase was given in the Young Sheldon episode titled "A Stunted Childhood and a Can of Fancy Mixed Nuts." In it, the boy genius, worried that he won't be socially well adapted due to being so serious, headed down to the comic book store Bazinga and came across a tagline from Bazinga Novelty Company. It says, "If it's funny, it's a Bazinga." So this is how Sheldon's catchphrase was born. That's all for now. While you are here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there!